All life must reproduce in order to survive, and although different organisms reproduce in different ways, there are some distinct similarities between eukaryotes.
When a human mummy and daddy love each other very much, they both make a gamete, more commonly known as a sperm and an egg. These gametes have half the amount of genetic information as normal cells, and when they come together, they make a brand new person with a mix of the mother and father's genes.
But how much do you know about plants? They don't have legs, they can't move, and as far as I know, they can't fall in love, so how do they get it on?
The answer is plants do reproduce, but their lack of mobility means they require some external factors to help them, like water and wind. This is what we call the alternation of generations, and this is how plants sexually reproduce. The plant life cycle alternates between the diploid and the haploid generations, called the sporophytes and gametophytes, via mitosis and meiosis. Let's break down what these mean by looking at ferns closely.
Diploid is used to describe organisms with two end sets of chromosomes, and haploid is a term used to describe organisms with one end set of chromosomes. In ferns, the diploid sporophyte undergoes meiosis to produce haploid spores. These spores grow within sporangia, which occur in clusters on the underside of the fern leaves. After being released and undergoing mitosis, these grow into a gametophyte plant, with both male and female sex organs. For fertilization to occur, ferns need water to help the sperm travel towards the egg. When the egg is fertilized, it becomes a diploid zygote, or fertilized egg, since both the egg and sperm contribute one chromosome each. From here, the fertilized egg undergoes mitosis and grows into a sporophyte. For the gametophyte, this is the end of its life, as it makes way for the sporophyte to grow and mature. After this, the cycle begins again. In ferns, sporophytes are the dominant generation, meaning that it constitutes a majority of its reproductive cycle. So next time you're walking around and see a fern, chances are it's still in its diploid form.
You might have noticed that the fern's reproductive cycle is quite distinct from other plants, and this is because it has multicellular, free-living, haploid and diploid stages, meaning that the generations are completely different. Not all plants are exactly the same. However, a general rule is that most vascular plants, such as ferns, have the sporophyte as their dominant generation, whilst in non-vascular plants, for example the bryophytes, the gametophyte is dominant. So there you have it. That's the beautiful love story of how Mummy and Daddy Fern made a baby fern, or as the nerds call it, Alternation of Generations.